Hey guys, Tech Tipper 101 here again, playing around with iOS 6 beta for the iPad. Now, one really big feature that they advertise for iOS 6 is Siri for iPad. So now finally it's not an exclusive feature to the iPhone 4S, which begs the question, what's going to be the new exclusive feature for the iPhone 5 or whatever it's called? Something to think about. But let's jump right in to mess around with Siri on the iPad. Now, with my experience, Siri has been really responsive. No lag. It hasn't even been delaying or anything. But let's see what we can do with Siri. Siri, what's the weather like?
Here's the weather through Saturday.
As you can see, it tells you the weather, which is pretty basic. Most of you knew that. Siri, who won the NBA Finals?
One moment. NBA Finals was won by the Heat. The final score was 121 to 106.
Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you were not expecting that one, which leads me into Apple has integrated a lot of sports information into Siri. So this is just not for NBA. This is for all major league sports in the United States. You can ask really specific data in regards to sports. So let's say, how many points did LeBron James score in his last game?
Let's see. LeBron James had 26 points in this game.
As you can see, very specific, very detailed information, and it's correct. So that's very impressive on Apple's behalf to make Siri this accurate. But this doesn't just stay at sports. It also works with movies. So I can say, Siri, where is the nearest movie theater?
Looking for movie theaters.
That's obvious. Siri can do that, you know. We have new graphics for movie theaters. They use a movie billboard-esque red cover. But now let's ask something even more specific. Siri, what time is Avengers playing?
Checking for movies matching Avengers.
You see?
Okay.
Now, that is impressive. It could actually tell you what time it's playing, and it gives you Rotten Tomato ratings for any movie you asked. And that's really helpful in the long run when you're using your iPad, because the iPad is more of a media consumption device, so it makes everything easier. Now, Apple even took it one more step farther than this, which is you can now launch apps with Siri. So I can say, Siri, launch settings. As you can see, it launched settings. Now I can tell it to, Siri, launch Flipboard. As you can see, it launched Flipboard. So very useful. And mind you, this is all in beta, so this is not even the final release version of iOS 6. So I have to commend Apple on making such a smooth experience so far for people who actively use Siri. And it's a welcome addition to the new iPad. Now, one more thing I want to show you before I go. You can even use a lot of Siri functionalities from the lock screen, assuming you have your passcode disabled. So all you have to do is the same thing, hold it down. Siri, what's the weather like?
Here's the forecast through
As you
Saturday.
can see, same thing as if your iPad was unlocked, and you can even launch apps. Siri, launch clock. And there you go, Siri launched clock. So once again, very impressive, very useful. I can't wait to see what other, additions to the firmware Apple makes, what new features we get as more betas come out and as we inch closer and closer to a release. So let me know what you guys think. Those of you that have access to the beta firmware, if you guys found out any new tips and tricks. I will be doing more videos on iOS 6 beta on an iPhone as well. So for those of you who are waiting for that, stay tuned. More videos are coming. Thank you for watching. Once again, Tech Tipper 101 here, out. Bye-bye.